Alright, the glass chessboard. I don't think the last time I did a video of this was sometime in 2021. But, as your host, Jai number one, this is my glass chessboard. The only thing for this is by keeping it in good shape. As you can see, I moved some of the pieces. This was given to me by a teacher at my school. So, and that teacher of mine has not touched this chessboard in so many years, and I just now am touching it in the process. I mean, the pieces, everything is still in good shape, like my teacher said, in the process. So, let's move everything back in the process. Yep, still in good shape. Yep, everything is still in good shape. Just need to find another one. When I go to the store, I'll have to find another one on Amazon. Pity. Just need to keep this in good shape. Now, as you can see, there was some pieces. Well, not the pieces. Most of these pieces that I'm holding right now had on the regular stickers, but I kind of decorated them. I took them off because they were old. Again, the person that gave me this chessboard said that it has not been touched in so long, so I've decorated this uh with one, what's it called? One of the furry covers. Yeah, I guess you can say that. And same with these ones here. Most likely, all of these pieces have on the white stuff on the bottom of the bottom of the piece. Normally, they don't look like this, but I kind of made them look like this in my own way. So, time to mess around with the chessboard. I must mess around with the chessboard right now. Okie dokie. Well, not mess around with it. Just gotta keep this in good shape. Gotta make sure none of this. I gotta make sure this doesn't break. These are good pieces. Good pieces. And then I believe I shown the last time I had the chess video. I showed my magnet chess board with the magnet pieces. It's gold and silver. I think I shown that in the process on how to play chess. Well, if you guys forgotten how to play chess, the knight moves in a L, as in a 1, 2, 3, like in a L way, in an L. While the queen can move anywhere, but she can move diagonal, sideways, forward, backwards, in one path. And she can move as many speeds as she like in one path and catch her an opponent. While the bishop, on the other hand, can go diagonal too, forwards, backward, only in a diagonal way. It just can't. It cannot move like the king and the queen. The king can only move one space, but if it's doing castleizing, it'll move two. While the rook. Let me show an example. Okay, right there. So the king moves two, while the rook comes that way. That's castling. What am I? Okay, here we go. All right. So yes. Oh, and the pawns. The pawns can only move straight and catch an opponent diagonal. So for instance, like this. If an opponent's pawn moves right here, that pawn can take that in the process. I know some of you guys are probably wondering, can a pawn move sideways? No, it can only catch your space diagonal and move only straight. Now you can move pawns on your first turn. You can move a pawn 2 spaces. Oh, that was my watch. Sorry. You can move a pawn 2 spaces. And hold on. Right back. Sorry for the interruption. Had a little interruption by the clocks. So like I was saying, on these 8 pawns, you're supposed to have 8 pawns on a chess board. Only 8 pawns on the chessboard, as you can see right here in the process. Now you can have you can have only like 9 queens on the chessboard, but only if the pawn reaches the end of the board, you can select. Or you can like swap the pawn for a queen. But only if you have extra queens, which is very rare right now. At this point, if you come with a chess set, it only comes with 2 rooks, 2 knights, 2 bishops, and 1 king and a queen, unless you're lucky. Because in certain chessboards, you only get this pack right here, as well as like on the opponent's side in the process. But yeah, having 2 queens in a chess set is very rare. Now the rooks, if I said this in one of the other videos, it can move straight, backwards, forwards, sideways. It cannot go diagonal, and it cannot move in an L. Now, the queen. Oh yeah, I already said the queen. Now, back to the pawns. Now, the pawns on each of these, when you move these 8 pawns, on their very first turn, they can move 2 spaces on their first turn, but after that, they can only move 1. That is the rules. Now, normally, well, wait, let me see. Now, this is, I think, this is now for this chess set. This is actually a big chess set. I actually have another chess set that's like this, but it's small. I think that was the one I shown in my other video. But this one is very big and flat. I have took him to school a couple times, and again, a person gave me this chess set. So yeah. Yeah, still in good shape. I mean, when the person gave me this chess set has not been touched in years. That's what I was told from the person that gave this to me. And the reason why the person gave it to me, because I liked the chess, and I was the right person to be handed to. So, but yes, I mean, I would have someone in here, but I don't really have no one to play with right now in the process. I'm in the room by myself right now. And yes, I'm not really. I do know chess. I'm not no top person in the universe that plays chess. But yeah. Gotta keep these. I really like these pieces. These pieces seem like more. They seem more prettier than those ones over there. I mean, those ones are good. I just like these ones. These ones like kind of match the glass. This is the glass chessboard right here. I do have a smaller one, like I said some seconds ago. It's a little small, and it has these versions of pieces. They're like the same, yeah. They're just like in a smaller way. Now there's other versions of chess where they're small, big, and again, when you do get like little chess pieces in these chess sets, you may get an extra piece, like with one of the tribes right here. Like I said, you may wind up getting an extra rook with this tribe right here, or that tribe, or an extra queen. Now you cannot have two kings on the chessboard as I speak. For those that don't know how to play chess, and like I said, the knight. Speaking of the knight moving to an L, it can also move back in L right here, but it cannot move diagonal or sideways. Now, I mean, the only thing people will get confused is the pawns. Everybody thinks the pawn can move sideways. Can't move sideways. Only straight and catch you one diagonal. Well, that's about it for the pawns. Now, I believe if I mentioned this in my other videos, a king cannot, basically what checkmate is, the king doesn't have nowhere to run. Like no other space to move on the checkerboard. Chessboard. This glass chessboard right here. Basically, you have to put the king. You gotta trap the king with the queen, or some bishop, or a knight, or a rook, or a pawn, or the opponent's king itself can trap the other opponent's king in a spot. Now, yes, you can tie. Basically, the word for a tie is a stalemate. You ever heard of that before? Now, checkers, you guys are probably thinking is checkers probably similar to chess. It's really not. Checkers, the pieces, they can move only diagonal and only create kings in checkers. Well, this kind of like starts you off. Basically, right now, this is, if you count all of this right here in the process, it is 12. And 12 plus 12 is 24. This should be 24 right here in the process. So let's put that as 24. So this is 24 pieces. You'll get 24 pieces in a chess set. For the opponent side and, yeah, for both opponent side. And again, there's many chess sets with different versions. Now there is a chess set that has 4 players, but chess in regular chess sets is only 2 players. Yeah, it's only 2 players in chess sets. But I do have a black and white version of this as well in the process, and that's the classic one. The actual classic one, but it's away right now. I'll have to get it another time. But yes. And these are what these pieces look like. But I kind of like this one, these pieces better than this one right here. It also has this the white thing that I decorated yesterday. Well, I should say the day before today. And yes, this is this is sitting on a white container thing right here. That's how it was given. Well, that's how it was when I first was given it in the process. Yeah. And that's about it for this video. Just wanted to mess around with this chess set. Mess around with it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video whenever I decide to. Oh, whoops. Gotta be careful to not. Yeah. Here's another thing. Try to not get these pieces broken, especially those pieces right there, because these all 24 of these pieces are glass as well. That's the chessboard. And if you break one of these pieces, then maybe clear that you probably won't be able to fix them. The glass. Everything is glass. Just gotta be careful and keep this in good shape. Yes. I gotta fix this pawn right here. There we go. So yes, everything is made of glass. Not all chess pieces are like that. But I do have, I mean, this is very rare. Stuff like this is very rare. So when you do like see these out in the store, you should see some of these out in the store. And they're very expensive, or in Amazon or whatever store you go into. Yeah. But this will wrap. I guess we can wrap this video up, and I will we'll deal with this chess set another time. Just gotta keep it in good shape. All right, your host Johnny number 1 is out.